Hey Tamara, how you doing? Let me try and explain it this way. This is kind of the way that I see it. So this is our Marin County dog training website. It's the demonstration site, demo site for our Done for Your Dog Training Business website service that we offer. And I'm going to get into the SEO part of it in just a sec. But the backstory to this is that it's designed in a very straightforward manner to do one thing and to do one thing really, really well, which is as soon as they land on this website, the strategy is to get them off the internet and on the phone as soon as possible. Why? Because I know that the longer they spend on this website, the greater the chance that they're going to get distracted by something else, or their wife or husband is going to call them to dinner, or somebody's going to ring the doorbell, or they're going to have to go feed the dog, whatever. And at that point, you've lost them. You've lost them because eventually when they come back to the computer, they're thinking about something else and they start a different Google search, and then they never get back to getting around to calling you, or they simply start the search over. So in my thought process, the way I think about marketing is that I want that direct response. I want to get them as soon as I can. Sometimes it's not going to be immediate. Sometimes it is, but I'm going to establish authority. I'm going to push their emotional hot buttons and then get them off the internet and on the phone as soon as possible. So that's why when we first started offering the service, we had a section up here for a blog. Right. And number one, the first thing that we found, and again, the idea was that you create articles, those articles will get ranked. It would help with your SEO. That's the traditional thought process. Well, the first thing that I found is that dog trainers are lazy, and literally nobody, I won't say literally nobody, maybe there was one, but hardly anybody would use the blogs, would post regular content. So that's number one. Number two, the more I looked into it, the more I started to come to this conclusion that the faster you got them off the website, the better your response got. So the basic premise being that if I send 10 people to the website and they're getting distracted reading articles and watching videos and stuff, and only 1 out of 10 ends up picking up the phone and calling you, versus if I don't have any of that and 1 out of 5 ends up picking up the phone and contacting you, you win. You win. So that leads to the next question. How do you get your site ranked? Now, I've mentioned this in a number of my other videos, but organic SEO is not as important as it used to be. Why? Is because when you do a search, let me just take you over here, you'll see that the top search results, this says sponsored, these are Google ads, right? And then the next results, these are it used to be called Google My Business listings. Now I think they're called Google Profile listings. They change the name every so often, which this is like a subset of SEO. They're directory listings. It's not the organic SEO. Below that is the SEO rankings. Now, I'm not using an incognito window because of my screen capture software, but I just did the same search with an incognito browser, and the same search results came up. So you can see this website with no articles, nothing, is ranking number 1 for the search term Marin County Dog Trainer and Marin County Dog Training. Here's Marin County Dog Trainer. Right up towards the top, there's no ad showing because I'm not in Marin County right now. If you're in Marin County, it'd probably be showing some ad results. But first, for organic SEO is not only the listing, but the listing, the way it's structured is really strong. So what I'm telling you, in my experience, it works really well. Now, why this site ranked? Number one, it's in a super high value market because Marin County is one of the wealthiest counties in California. It's one of the wealthiest counties in America, but it's not a super huge, super competitive market. It's got only, I want to say, 260,000 people in the entire county. So because of that, it was a lot easier to rank. And so really, I only did a couple of backlinks, a couple of links on other websites. Now, one of them, the backlink isn't on there right now because I changed it at one point in time. But for the first several years, this is dogproblems.com. This is an actual website that used to be my subscription membership-based website. And it was active since pretty much the beginning of the internet. And it has a ton of authority. It's had over 20 years of press releases that have links that point to them, and articles and article databases that point to this website, and other dog training related websites that mention it, and all kinds of different inbound links pointing to this website. And so this website only has a few outbound links, and one of those outbound links was to this website, to the Marin County Dog Training website. And so that was a signal to Google that, wow, this Marin County website, even though it doesn't have a ton of inbound links, the few links that it does have are super high value links. So my point being, getting back to the original point, is that I don't want to have a bunch of articles that distract them, because the whole purpose of this is that when that traffic does land on this website, I want to get them off the website and on the phone as soon as possible, or filling out the contact form if it's in the middle of the night. But in addition to that, by having inbound links instead of on the own website, on other websites, on guest blog posts, article databases, press releases, whatever you can think of to get in other inbound social media posts. So my advice is, if you're going to write articles, use articles, but put them on other sites and have a link inside those articles that link back to your website, because that link juice, it ends up eventually trickling down or coming to one central point, and that central point is your website, and that's what makes your website rank higher in the organic search results. Does that make more sense? Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, post in the comment section, and I'll continue to try and make the message more clear. Thanks. Talk to you soon.